have you gone through a very obvious spiritual ascension here, because you are the one that's oh my gosh, I almost said technically. Okay, you may actually be this person's North Star, whatever that means. I don't even know what that means. You are technically their North Star. You are guiding them. Yeah. Not only are you spiritually having this glow up, it's radiating like outwardly too in appearance, because we have, and that's also kind of pushing things too. Or they just, and I do feel like there has been some kind of physical glow up here, but also I feel like because it's the physical and it's like the material world and it's the spirit, I feel like you're just getting like increases like left and right like crazy. And it's stirring all of the things back up. Again, because at one point you were in a chaser energy. You were in a desiring energy. And when you did that work, you stopped desiring toxic shit, you know? And like, that was they were toxic, okay? Like, sorry, but they, you know, the dynamic was too. You probably were, I mean, come on, twins, you probably were both pretty freaking toxic. But you decided to heal that stuff on your own without them guiding you. And I don't feel like they ever could have. I don't feel like you two could have ever worked on this together anyways, because you were always meant to guide them and trigger them. I feel like, because we are getting this person's like really down the dumps, I feel like they've lost things, especially when we have the card. It also talks about like there being a third party. They could have, I'm hearing they can't pay a debt. I don't know what that's about. It could also be with another person, but they can't pay a debt, and they're working on that debt, or they've been working on that debt, but they know they'll never be able to pay it off. I don't know. Yeah, they're just not doing great. I feel like their health is declining. There could be, you know, there's something, because understand, the dark night of the soul, again, you've already been through this, and you know, it brings everything up. And it's like, where this person would start to have that, they'd find another vice to push it back down, especially you, because you're the one that's really triggering them. Use something to push you back down, but for whatever reason, they don't have their vice right now. They weren't planning on getting hit with all of this, and they don't have any vices. So I don't know if that's, they've already been doing better in some kind of way, or they for some reason just don't have a vice. Especially if that vice is like they tend to hop to another person to like, I'm being like very much like avoidant energy, anxious attachment kind of thing. They attach themselves onto someone else, very kind of narcissistic. I'm just saying, it feels that way. The fuck? Yeah. They don't have their vices anymore. It doesn't work for them anymore. So they may have even tried to reach for a vice, person, whatever, to push this back down. But because your ascension is so strong, this is so twin flame energy, because your ascension is so freaking strong, they can't push that down. So even if they went for some kind of vice, it didn't do what it usually does for them. Unconditional love, affection returned, fairness. And then we have this engagement ring and soulmates, because that's fun. You are soul tied to this person, whether it's a twin flame or some other kind of soul tie, could be even a karmic. You are very much so soul tied to this person, and they are, they're very much so aware that it's you. It's always been you. It could never even be anyone else, but is it them? Right now in the energy you're in, absolutely freaking no. You stay over there. Very interesting energy, but they feel like you could be the one. Yeah. Love call, unconditional love, soulmates, engagements, weddings, and watching you, stalking you. Let's go to part 3.